Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Minolta Ndlovu. I am going to my 4th year in university at Brimo College, which is in Philadelphia. And today I am presenting on Tose Foundation with a mission to equalize access to education. So Tose, as you all know, means together in Shona. So a little bit background about like why we started Tose Foundation. So I went to Chavezi High School for like my O level, and then I went to Regina Mundi High School for my A level. Like the transition from Chavezi High School to Regina Mundi, although these two schools are all, mission schools, I felt like Regina Mundi was more like, private in a sense. It had more resources. And I felt like while at Regina Mundi, I had access to so many like professional and like career development opportunities that I did at Mchabezi. And so that sort of like elevated my career from being a USAP student and getting an opportunity to come and study in the United States. And as you can imagine, the jump again from like Regina Mundi to United States was like a very big jump for me. And when I came to Brimo College, first of all, I have a dean who gives me so much resources to sort of like guide me through this college career. And overall, there are so many resources that I can like take advantage of to just elevate my career. And I felt like there was a gap between like what I'm experiencing right now in these 3 years that I've been in college, from like the workshops that I've attended, from like the conferences that I've attended, that I've applied to like the scholarships that I have attained while this year. Like it's something that I look back and think, what if I had like all these opportunities while this like in my high school years? I like my friends and I, like when we like started talking about Tose Foundation, we reflected on that so much times. We're like, there's so much talent in Zimbabwe, and people don't have to go to America, they don't have to go to Canada in order for like this potential to be, to reach its fullest. Like we need to bring those resources back home as well and help people like reach self-empowerment and like see themselves doing the great things that they they envision to do. And so that is why we like started Tose Foundation. And so as Tose Foundation, we believe that poverty erodes much. It stops people from being able to build decent values of hard work, perseverance, and honesty into their communities. It's not just the absence of material wealth. One thing is clear to me, it's always about a lake. And this was said by Nyamakoro. And so we think a lot and reflect so much on this quote, in the sense that like there's so much potential. We as like the founders of Tose Foundation all went through maybe higher life, went through USAP in order to like have found all the opportunities that we have found. But we also always reflect on the fact that like we are special human beings, but there are also like all these other students who do not get access to these opportunities. But it doesn't mean like that they are not able. It's just that there's a lack. There is a lack, and as Tose Foundation, we want to close that gap. And so moving on to our mission and our vision, and just a little description of what we are trying to do and our work. So our mission as Tose Foundation is to provide unlimited paths to success for students from underfunded schools and orphanages through career development services and access to educational programs. So as I talked about in my introduction, that there is so much gap between government and private schools, like just Zimbabwe schools and maybe the United States schools. Like there are students who do not have resources even from like just the schools that they attend. And so we want to be able to like provide that exposure for them, like be it accessing scholarship programs, be it just like learning about personal branding, for example, and elevating themselves and empowering themselves with resources and information. So that lies our mission and what we want to achieve. And so our vision is to build a generation of holistic skilled leaders who are well equipped to impact positive change in their communities. So being where I am, I feel like if I didn't have higher life, if I didn't have USAP, even going to university was going to be hard. So sometimes it's not even about the fact that your family is well off to take care of you. Sometimes it's about knowing about a program that can elevate you. And so we want to fill that gap of information, to like provide information to students that really need that information about, oh, I can actually like pursue my education while it's on a scholarship, or like I can actually work hard on my grades because there's an opportunity that I'm like that I could get if I actually like succeed. And so that's what we were trying to do, like provide information, provide resources, exposure, let people experience more than just, writing their O levels. Let them learn about computers, let them learn about finance, let them learn about all these other things that can actually elevate them. So there lies our mission, there lies our vision. And so a little bit about like, who is the team behind Tose Foundation? So this is like a picture of like the founders of Tose Foundation. My apologies, it doesn't have names, but this picture is so important to us because we always look back about, oh my God, we used to have all these Zoom call meetings trying to brainstorm what we wanted to do with Tose Foundations. And it was always like really inspiring, like sharing our stories amongst ourselves and like coming up with the name, coming up with the vision and everything. And so this is what this picture represents for us as an organization. And after like founding Tose Foundation, we've had like more people join us, and we have like our founding members with Jordan, Musa, Tawanda, and Tapiwa, all like just from Zimbabwe. Yeah, we're all from Zimbabwe. So yeah, this is our team. And right now I'm gonna talk on our flagship program called the Ulwazi Career Accelerator. So Ulwazi stands for knowledge. So the goal for Ulwazi Career Accelerator is to provide resources to students that need them the most. I reflected a lot on this at the beginning about our mission really lies on giving resources to students that need them the most, but cannot have access to those. We want to bolster the education of our students by providing new sets of skills, and our focus is on computer science and finance that is in the future. So what does Ulwazi Career Accelerator really is about? So it's like a 4 weeks program for O-level, A-level, and university students. And the students get to attend workshops on personal branding, career preparedness, and educational and scholarship opportunities. So this is we're trying to design this in a way that as students like attend it, they get self-empowered to even like write a letter, or like connecting with people on LinkedIn, like building their resume, like branding themselves about how do I want the world to see me? What kind of value can I bring to the world? How can I work towards that value that I want to bring to the world? So it's all about working on yourself. So the theme here is self-empowerment, because at the end of the day, you could, even being in America where there's so many resources, you have to be really self-empowered to even begin to take advantage of those resources. You need to be really self-empowered in order to even make an impact in your career, or like even more like your community. So the theme here is self-empowerment, knowledge, getting to know resources, building your own personal roadmap. This is where I want to go, and this is how I'm going to do it. These are the number of people that I'm going to connect with. So how do I connect with people on LinkedIn? Do I these days it's all about connections. And the good thing with the internet is that there are no boundaries. As someone who's like in Zimbabwe, wherever you are, you can connect with someone in Canada, you can connect with someone in South Africa, in Lesotho, wherever. And so that's the power of like the internet. And so we want our fellows to take advantage of that and prepare themselves to be put in a global stage. It doesn't have to be physically like going all the way to Kenya or whatever, but being able to like position yourself that all these other opportunities around the world can locate you. And so I'm gonna, give me a second. So we did have an Ulwazi Accelerator that happened in January. And this video is just a reflection on like what happened during this time and the impact that we sort of made. Let me know if you can hear the audio. Is it audible?
Yes,
it
we
is?
can hear.
Okay,
Yes.
Amazing, thank you. Everyone, today marked the end of our 4 weeks of Ulwazi Acceleration Program. We welcomed 80 plus students from around Zimbabwe, and we're really excited that were able to impact their lives, were able to change their perspectives about college applications, about job applications. And so we really want to give a shout out to all of you for supporting us. We want to give a shout out to all of you for spreading the word about our program. Most of all, we would like to give a shout out to all our partner programs who came today and shared their resources and opportunities to our students. And we're really excited to see our students grab some of those opportunities and move their careers forward. Thank you so much. So as you can see in this video, so the goal of our acceleration program is sort of build a network of our fellows, but of other people outside Tose Foundation who can be mentors to our students, who can be, workshop facilitators, and just help them connect and see beyond just, oh, I'm going to go to high school and then I'm going to go to university, but there's so much more that you can do. There's so many competitions that you can get into. At the beginning, we saw this wonderful team that won an award, and you don't have to take the traditional path all the time. You just need to make sure that for all the students that we have, their their abilities meet opportunities, and that's what we're trying to do here. And so moving forward, what it really is the goal for the Ulwazi Career Accelerator. We want to sow a seed of innovation and entrepreneurial mindset. At the end of the day, entrepreneurship is all about problem solving. And so when people or young people have that mindset, then they can be able to impact their communities. We want to build a network for our fellows around the world. I already talked a little bit about this. We want to give our students exposure to a variety of career choices. You don't have to be a doctor or an engineer just because you are a sciences student or you're smart. There's so much more that you can do in the world. And we want to build a hub of resources that students can access at any point of their career path. We want to give students information about career programs they can aspire to be part of and help them prepare for those applications for their career programs. And so on that Ulwazi Career Accelerator, so over the summer period, which is from June to August, we're working on our learning center. So instead of repeating these workshops, we want to build a learning center that would be a self-empowerment experience where you can go through taking those courses on personal branding to even introducing computer science and finance. And so right now over the summer, we're working with developers in Zimbabwe, working with content creators to be able to create content from that site and also make it accessible in terms of just internet and all that. So it's really an honor to be working on this project, and I'm really excited about it. And hopefully we'll be able to share it with you guys before the year ends. Thank you. But our goal really for the future is to expand our reach to more remote regions of the country, reaching students in rural areas. We want to develop accredited curricula that provides world-class learning materials to Zimbabwean students regardless of financial background. So being in college in the United States, the tuition is so expensive, but then we have access to those resources and we can all bring all of those 80K per year resources to our site and make our students access them from wherever they are in the world, and they don't have to travel the world, to be able to access those resources. So that is really the impact that we want to do. And we want to attain corporate and international partnerships that support the growth of Tose. Okay, so what now? Well, right now you can go and follow us on Instagram on Tose Foundation as Tose Foundation. We're also on Facebook as Tose Foundation as well. We are on LinkedIn as Tose Foundation, and you can go and visit our website on tosefoundation.org, as well as please donate to our site. So on the website, there's a part which says sponsor a scholar, and you can be able to donate. I guess we'll take questions at the end. So right now, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, Minolta, for an awesome presentation and also the impact that you are making in your community. Of course, we are also running out of time, but I would allow one to answer one of the questions that has been asked by Christine Kelly. Said, so is it an online platform or you have an office, camp, apartment where one can go and visit?
So right now we are just available virtually because we're students just like, across the United States and Zimbabwe. So we can only be available on the phone and online, basically, no office yet. We are partnering with schools. We're trying to partner with schools. So that will be more of like, you can go to the school in order to, learn about what we're doing with that school. But for now, no office. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Minolta. So one of the key takeaways that I've managed to grasp from your presentation is that poverty erodes much. Poverty erodes much. This has touched my heart. And also, you also mentioned that do not take traditional ways of doing things. It also gets in touch with me. And also one of the objectives that you have also mentioned that sow a seed of innovation in entrepreneurial mindset. This also touched in my heart. So we are looking forward, Minolta, to engage with you and also getting access to the great content that you are creating so that we continuously build ourselves and also become internationally marketable. So once again, thank you so much, Minolta. And as you can see in the comment section, there is fire in the chat box. So we can see Tapiwa Munemo said, powerful session. Thank you very much. And we can also see Molly say, thank you for the awesome presentation. God bless you. We can also see Mr. Tanya also commenting in the chat box. So there are great people that are commenting and they are looking forward to also to engage with you. And also I can see on my WhatsApp is flooded with people who want to get access to you. So besides sharing, besides your social media handles, do you have an email address maybe for quick access in case they want to get in touch with you?
So personally, you can just get in touch with me on Minolta Ndlovu 18@gmail.com. Yes, I created my Gmail account when I was 18 years old. So it's just my last name and my first name, my last name, 18@gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Twitter as Minolta Ndlovu. And I am happy to connect. Thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share about Tose Foundation. Really appreciate it.